Hello, my name is Howard Milano, and I'm going to show you a problem that you might run into where the animation of your assembly in FreeCAD just either stops working or simply doesn't work. And this is in version 0.22, 20.2. So let's say you have an assembly with a cube and it can rotate. So let's try it out. So we have an angle 0 through 360, and let's run it, and we have a nice little cube and it turns around. Okay, so far so good. And let's look at the variables. So see, it's white. So say you just happen to use the dot here and look at it and say, oh yeah, that looks okay, and it turns a different color, not white anymore. In my screen it's blue. And now when you run it and everything else is the same, nothing happens. The animation stopped working. And this is really annoying because you might have looked at the variable and just changed it like this and then did all kinds of other things and come back to the animation and it doesn't work, and you don't remember that you changed this variable, and you start deleting everything out of your assembly and your parts and to get it to work, and it will never work. I ran into this myself already twice, and then I finally sat down and figured out what was going on. So look what happens if you use the dot and you clear it, turns white again, and now you run it, everything else is the same and it works again. And the reason is that this variable that drives the animation in Master Sketch, I'll show you. It's angle 1 that drives the animation. It has to be a float. It cannot be an expression. So when you change it with this the blue dot there, this one, it becomes an expression and not a float anymore. And your animation stops working. I'll show you another scenario that might happen to you. So say it's angle 2 and you can say it's an expression, it's not a float. And we go to Master Sketch and we change this to make it listen to angle 2. Angle 2, okay, see, it accepts it just fine, it doesn't care, sets it to the right angle there, and when you run it now and you change it to angle 2, and let's make it go from 0 to 360, and let's run it. See, nothing happens. It's the same problem again. And this time it won't even start to run. It just completely refuses to run. So it knows something is wrong. It doesn't tell you that something is wrong. It just doesn't work. And so let's go back to the variables and say, oh, it's this thing, Yes, I started out as an expression, but let me clear it and make it an float. So now it should work. Everything is fine. I use angle 2, 0 through 360, and let's see, and indeed it works now. So that is the big thing I want to tell you. If your animation doesn't work or stops working, look at the variable that drives your animation and make sure it is a float, just so an actual number that you put in here, not an expression. Okay, hope that helps. Thanks for watching.